What's up, YouTube? It's EricALions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. Happy New Year, everybody. Today is 12/31/2016, December 31st. We're going to look at a Tapistry Brewing beer, guys. This one is called Mr. Orange. Tapistry Brewing is out of Bridgman, Michigan. That's on the west side of the state, guys. Beer comes in at 5.7% alcohol by volume and 12.5 IBUs. Beer Advocate only had 7 reviews, so not enough to give a rating yet. Rate Beer had 23, and they had 36 overall and a 53 in the style. This beer is made with blood oranges, chamomile, and rose nips, excuse me. Brad Allison was the only beer reviewer to review this beer, guys. He gave it a 3.25 out of 5, which is a D on my scale, and I believe he did that like 6 months ago, so he wasn't very impressed with the beer. Said it didn't really have enough orange flavor for a beer it's called Mr. Orange. So, guys, this one, I believe, it says on here that it's a Belgian-style wit beer ale with blood oranges, rose hips, and chamomile. So, and guys, if you want to go to the brewery, it's on Tapistry Brewing, 4236 Lake Street in Bridgman, Michigan. So if you guys want to go ahead and check the brewery out. But without any further ado, guys, let's go ahead and crack this top and see what we got. I paid $3 for this at Mason Mega Beverage in Mason, Michigan. I kind of feel like that may be a little... maybe he's got his prices just a little bit too high, but let's go ahead and give him my aggressive pour like I always do. Now this one's just a tin can with a stick-on label on it. There we go. Let's leave it right there, guys. There we go. All right, guys. Presentation was a one-finger head pour there. White head, small to medium bubbles. It's coming down here pretty quickly. I don't know when the bottled on or a canned on date is on here because I don't see one. Oh, here it is right here on the bottom. 7/15/2016. So this is, goodness, this is 4 months out, guys. 4 to 5 months out. So this beer is, so it still should be pretty good in a 16-ounce can. Guys, presentation, like I said, I had a finger head pour. Now it's down to about a half a finger. Looks like a... I would kind of say it to be like a, wow, there's a lot of sediment in there. I would kind of say it to be like a macro lager look. Maybe like a darker, maybe a iced beer look. How I would say, as I hold it up to light, guys, I'm seeing a lot of sediment in here. If it wasn't for the sediment, it would be very cloudy, maybe even a little bit of hazy. But, guys, let's get a nose on it. Let's see what we got. I'm sure there's probably some left here in the bottle. We'll have to swish around and get it out. Not getting hardly anything on the nose, and I'm very surprised by that, by all the sediment in here. Getting a light sense of oranges, very, very light. I can see what Brad was talking about. That's kind of all I'm getting, guys. Maybe some mineral water smell. The aromas are very light. I'm almost not even detecting the oranges. Maybe some spices in there. Maybe that comes from the wit style beer, of those spices, and maybe the malts. But other than that, guys, I'm really not getting a whole lot. They're very, very subdued, guys. I'm really hardly getting anything on this. So without any further ado, guys, let's go ahead and throw this down the gullet. Bottoms up, guys. Cheers. Now the head's almost gone. Shocker. I am getting the blood oranges, although I'm getting the tanginess from the blood oranges. I'm not getting really any oranges. I'm getting that wit beer, the malts or the yeast or whatever they use for this. Mouthfeel is very light for a 5.7%er. Actually, let me swish this around here. Try to get some of this gunk out of here. I'm not getting any spices. There we go. I'm not really getting any spices on the taste either, guys. There we go. From Tapistry Brewing. More of the same, guys. But getting some spices. I'm getting that wit beer. And usually to me, that wit beer, I think of spices like a allspice or nutmeg. possibly cinnamon in there. I'm not really getting any of the oranges like Brad said in his video. It's very, very pushed down into the beer. It's light. For a 6%er, it's light. I will say that. I can see why Beer Advocate or Rate Beer didn't rate this beer too highly. There's not a lot going on. Finish is on the wet side to me. It's not a dry beer. It's kind of more of a summertime beer, guys. I'm going to say that. These wit beers are usually more of a summertime beer more than they are a wintertime beer. But I don't know, guys. I'm not really digging this. It's not a drain pour. I'm not going to say that. It's not a drain pour. But I think it's one that could be much, much better. I wholeheartedly agree with with Brad Allison on his beer review. Overall rating for this beer, guys, I'm going to give it a C-. I'm going to give it a 70. Just a few ticks higher than what he had. 3.25 out of 5 is a 65. I'm going to give it a 70. I'm going to give it a C-. There needs to be going more on with this beer, especially if you're going to call something Mr. Orange. You better have orange flavor in it, or oranges, or kind of some kind of orangey style flavor in it. And I'm not getting any of that. All I'm really getting is the tanginess, and that probably is coming from the oranges, but I'm not getting any orange flavor. That wit beer is there. I don't know what chamomile moles taste like. The rose nips. I'm not getting any floral notes either on the nose or on the mouth. So kind of a disappointing beer from Tapistry. A 70 I think is pretty good. Now, to me, a D beer, guys, it's got to be almost to the point of being undrinkable. This is still drinkable, but I think it needs a lot of work. I'm going to say that right up front. The beer needs a lot of work. Probably should go back to the drawing board on this one, but it's not a drain pour, guys. I'm going to drink the rest of this beer and go out and enjoy New Year's down by Jackson. So anyway, guys, what do you guys give this beer from Tapistry? What do you guys think? Go and put it down in the comments. You guys give it an A, B, C, D, or F. Also, while you're there, why don't you do a like, subscribe as well. And as always, guys, if you had too much to drink, please get a designated driver, especially tonight on New Year's Eve. Cops are going to be out all over the place, guys. I'm only going to bring a couple beers with me, maybe a couple of things of water. I'm trying to lose some weight here, although today wasn't very good. This is kind of the last day of my kind of non-diet. And I really don't say that as a diet. But hopefully, guys, I'm going to start going back up to the gym on a regular basis. Hopefully, you guys will see the weight fall back off. And this time, I'm not going to just stop when I lose 20 pounds. I'm going to just keep going and going and going and going. And probably, maybe the beer reviews might get a little bit less too. But like I said, guys, in this day and age, it's stupid just to drive drunk, especially tonight. You're going to get picked up. Stay at your buddy's house tonight, all right? I probably am not going to stay the night there. I'm probably going to come back home, although I'm not going to get all shit-faced. I'm probably going to say Happy New Year, maybe stay another half hour, 45 minutes, and then call it good and then come on home. So, yeah, tonight's not a good night to be drinking and driving, guys. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces, guys. Happy New Year.